I don't usually have good dreams. I don't always have nightmares, though. Often, they're just weird and uncomfortable. A lot of the time, they feel endless. I don't know how to describe it. It's like I'm trapped in an area and I have to do something. I don't usually like dreams unless they're hilariously wacky. And I don't even know how my brain can come up with something so crazy. Also, if something is so different from reality, I'll tell my family, like, Mom, you were a lifeguard. Dad, you sacrificed yourself to kill a dragon. Except, I don't usually talk about my nightmares. If I wake up in the middle of the night from a nightmare, I turn on a light, grab my book, and I try to forget about it. I usually can't fall asleep for an hour. Like this one time, it was a very stereotypical nightmare about spiders. I was in my room talking with my sister and some family friends when the whole floor of my room was covered in little spiders. And for some reason, I ran from my bed and sat on the toilet lid. I don't know, I thought it was safer or something, but they could climb the bed just as well as the toilet. Maybe they'd be more visible because they wouldn't be in blankets, or maybe the arc would make it harder to climb. You know what? I don't even know. My sister was like, "Get over here, you stupid butt." So I leaped across the floor, which was now overrun with spiders. Then suddenly, all of the spiders disappeared. Then these blue and red spiders in lines started coming toward us. I panicked and grabbed the pole that just so happened to be near my bed and poked the spider at the front of the line. And then it screeched. Gosh, this screech was terrible. And after a couple minutes of that horror, I woke up. It took me 2 hours to get that horrid screeching out of my head. Another spider dream was pretty much my sister and I were trapped inside this maze, and for some reason, we needed to find this large spider. We wandered in the halls for so long, and when we finally found it, it teleported to a different location. It seemed so endless, and I hated it. The last nightmare I'm gonna tell is this one where there was a moon bounce, but it was full of zombies. If I left the moon bounce, I would come back to it, like a circle. It was dimly lit, and I would be crawling with zombies, and it was really creepy. It had the same scary endless vibe as the nightmare about spiders in the maze. Okay, this one I remember from when I was in preschool. The dream is pretty much my friend and I are on this bridge. We have to defeat this monster, so then there's like suspense and we have to wait a long time, and then it arrives. And it's this huge green Barney looking dinosaur thing. And like my friend and I, we're looking at this seriously. We're kicking its butt, okay? Then it gets hit and it gets knocked out. And we did this like cheesy clap at the end, but the monster dino thingy didn't do anything wrong. For all we know, it could have been a nice dino who was getting us DQ blizzards. I love DQ blizzards. But no, we just cut him off. Another pretty weird dream that I had was pretty much everyone was in a line for a zip line. And so the zip line was cool. You know why? They would give you a bow and arrows and you would shoot targets while on the zip line. I did it a couple times and it was fun, but there was a really long line. Okay, this next one was an odd dream. So I was in Colorado at a ski resort, but we weren't going down for some reason. We just kept on going on these 8 or 6-seater chairlifts, and those are like big for most ski resorts. Usually they're 4, and we went on so many of those. After like 10, instead of skiing down, we took another chairlift down. And then the dream shifted. We were now at the base of the mountain, and there was this lagoon. It's still snowy, but there's this hot lagoon where everyone is relaxing with like pina coladas, and I'm so confused, because like a hot lagoon and a ski mountain are polar opposites. My family is at the lagoon, so I go to join them, but then the dream shifts. I was still at the base of the mountain, but I was locked inside this truck. Wait, how did I know I was at the base of the mountain? Whatever. Okay, so I was trapped, and there were these robots that were rolling out of the truck. It sounded like they were hurting people and destroying things outside, so I knew I needed to stop them. At this point, I realized I am in a dream, so I gave myself electricity powers and zapped all of the electricity out of the truck, and all of the robots were disabled. And that's where I woke up. Recently, I had a dream inside a dream, like Inception. I was dreaming, then I woke up, realized I was still in a dream, and then had to wake up again. It was pretty bizarre. Another bizarre thing that happens to me is deja vu. While I'm sleeping, images flash through my brain, and sometime later in the day, I'll be doing something that perfectly matches an image that I saw while I was sleeping. For example, once I saw the image of me putting a green Lego next to a blue one. Later that day, I was building a model of an eclipse. I did the sun and the moon, so now I had to do the earth. I put on the white for Antarctica, then I put blue for the Southern Pacific Ocean, and then I put a green for Australia. Suddenly, I remembered the image I saw in my sleep. Another cool thing I can do is if someone is moving in the house, I usually know who it is. I can tell by how my dad walks up the stairs or how my sister opens the door. It's so weird. This last one is by far the craziest. Okay, so my friends and I were at a soccer field of some sort. We'll call my friends Homie T, Homie J, and Homie S. I think Homie T or Homie S had a game. Whatever. But the coach was like, "You can never leave this place." He was creepy. So I left. No, seriously. In the fence surrounding the field, there was a gate, so I pushed the gate open and left. When I left, I saw a path surrounding the field. I was walking on it, and I saw a girl hiding in the bushes. I tried to talk to her, but then she was like, "Shh, you can't tell them I'm here." Then she urged me to go back to the field. I opened the gate and went inside, but again, no one cared that I was leaving, and my friends seemed so on board with this culty thing. Like, they were talking and laughing, and for some reason, Homie S was playing Smash Bros. On the Switch Lite, and Zeus was in Smash. I don't know why. I told them about the runaway girl, but they didn't care. Then the coach overheard me again and said, "You can never leave this place." I said bye to the homies, left the field, said bye to the runaway girl, and then I called my dad, and he drove me home. Now, here's the funniest part. This dream was pretty recent, so while I was being driven home, I thought, this would make a good YouTube video. Oh my gosh, even in my dreams, I'm still thinking of my channel. Hey there, thanks for watching. I know this animation took a while, but I'm really proud of it, and I like it a lot. I encourage you to like and share this video, and subscribe to my channel. I actually got a small drawing tablet, a Wacom Intuos 4100. I've been playing around with Adobe Animate on the computer, and I think the next video, it's going to be on Adobe Animate. I've been experimenting with it, I've been messing around. It's pretty cool. So yeah, be on the lookout for a new video on Adobe Animate. Alright, this is Acronym Animations signing off. Don't let the bed bugs bite. Till next time.